child, the ghetto. As you know, the Kim and Kroy divorce, formerly of Real Housewives of Atlanta and Don't Be Tardy for the Party, their divorce is getting nasty because now, after Kroy recently filed for divorce again, they're calling the police. According to Radar Online, Kim Zolciak called the police recently after I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. After Kroy allegedly locked her out the house. Did he happen to leave a pillow on the doorstep?
Possibly.
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So it's been like a week or so since we talked about Kroy Biermann filing for divorce again from Kim Zolciak. We told you originally the reason why, word on the street, is that these two have been fighting constantly. And the only reason why he filed for divorce, because Kroy has been threatening divorce in their fights. And she said, I dare you. And so he did. And now Kroy is seeking not just child support, but also spousal support from Kim Zolciak. And he also wants the home. And apparently he just locked her out of the home. So Radar Online is reporting this in their exclusive. They said Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kim Zolciak was allegedly locked out of her house after an explosive verbal dispute with her estranged husband, Kroy Biermann. They said that the all too common dust-up erupted just one day after Biermann slapped Kim Zolciak with divorce papers for seeking full custody of their 4 children, child support, and exclusive rights to live in the toxic mini mansion they share in Milton, Georgia. They said in a symbolic gesture, Biermann cruelly left a pillow outside the front door for his estranged wife.
Hell no.
This is a mess. If you missed it yesterday, we were just talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta possibly getting a reboot, according to our friends over at lovebscott.com. But in that report, they confirmed that past peaches are not being considered, like Kim Zolciak or Portia Gobadia. So back to this, they continue. They said that police documents exclusively obtained by Radar show that a desperate Zolciak called the police at about 11:50 p.m. on Friday, August 25th, to report, quote, a domestic disturbance. You may recall when before they dropped their divorce, there were multiple calls to the police, and apparently body cam footage where you see Kroy talking about she spent all this money on gambling. She has a gambling problem. She spent nearly probably over $1 million just on gambling, online gambling. Radar says caller statement, husband locked her out / caller arguing with husband, according to the police report. They continue, said no one in danger, but caller reports her husband has threatened her. They said the latest argument may have erupted after a process server officially delivered the divorce documents to the 45-year-old reality star on Friday, August 25th at 7 p.m. Zolciak has yet to file a response in a Fulton County divorce court. Radar is reminding us that they originally reported that Biermann filed for divorce a second time only weeks after dismissing his first filing, came after the two had a series of a blowout fight over money. They said sources claim that the two blame each other for being in deep debt, including a $1.1 million bill that is owed to the IRS. They said what's more, the financially strapped duo have been slapped with multiple lawsuits in the past couple of months over unpaid bills. Most recently, Kim Zolciak was slapped with another lawsuit that she owes a lot of money. So it was just the other day that TMZ was reporting that Kim Zolciak also is being sued again by one of her credit cards companies. So it's apparent that these two are living off of credit. So TMZ wrote this just a few days ago. More financial woes for Kim Zolciak. A credit card company is going after her for more than $150,000, filing a lawsuit the same day that Kroy Biermann filed for divorce. According to the court documents obtained by TMZ, Saks Capital One claims that Kim was issued a card with $115,000 credit limit. The company says her last payment was back in September of 2022, a year ago. And that was for $4,179. They said that the documents state that Kim owes $156,080.64 in total on the card. They said in both charges and credit, they all have added up over the last several months. And you know how those first of all, when you owe a certain amount and between the late fees, interest, all that. So they said, of course, Kim's facing a bunch of other money problems, including the more than $1 million to the IRS claims she and her estranged husband, Kroy Biermann, owe. They said the couple also had their Georgia home foreclosed on, though that issue seems to have been resolved. And then they add, at least for now. Because with all of these money issues, I'm sure they're taking any money that they have and paying that mortgage so that they can stay in the home. And for the love of those children, we hope that they're able to stay in the home. So TMZ reminds us that Kim was also sued back in June for a Target credit card she allegedly had with $2,482.24 balance. You should also keep in mind, we reported, if you go back and you Google schmoogle all the stories that I've covered on this Zolciak-biermann situation, even before the divorce, she has an Amex bill where for years that she has been taken to court. They were given a judgment and she allegedly still has not paid this bill. Her credit score must be in the dumps. Like, how low does that credit score have to be? But I find it interesting. I'm not sure. Let me just rewind just a little bit. When was she issued this credit card? Because you should not be issued a credit card. Oh, they don't tell us here when she was issued a credit card, because hopefully she had this credit card before this Amex lawsuit situation, but it wouldn't shock me that they would issue her another credit card. I don't know what's going on in that house, but I wish that these two, for the sake of those children, because those children are the innocent parties here. I don't care for Kroy. I don't care for Kim, but we all know how impressionable, how something like this, and they're under the same roof, how damaging that can be to the children. So for their sake, I hope that they can put their pettiness aside and stop calling the police when it's not a real emergency, just for these kids, so that these kids can be happy and healthy. And sometimes being happy and healthy means that you don't live under the same roof. You do divorce. Because I know that they called off this divorce hoping to bring their family together. No, I think that you needed to keep this divorce going. But here's the thing. Can they even afford a divorce right now? Lawyers' fees on both sides, you both have so much debt. Y'all better just do the ghetto thing and just not get divorced and just live separate lives until you figure it out. Look, not me telling them. I'm just saying you can't afford it. Guys, let's continue this conversation in the comment section. I want to know your thoughts on this latest update in the saga of the Zolciak-Biermann divorce. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
Ooh, you bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll ask you.